Good morning and welcome to this HTML5 course. In this chapter, we are going to see the continuation of our project, Create Your Personal Activity. So in this continuation, we're going to try to use applications which will be able to serve you on your smartphone. So to see the rendering on your smartphone, you can go on this site, code.html.online, or choose this site and to see the visual on your telephone. So we're going to begin by using Google Map. So for that, we're going to raise Appelle Maman, and we're going to put rather the map of Paris. So we're going to put map of Paris, and here we are not going to put the face, but it will be rather the map. In our link, we will put the link of Google Maps. So https maps.google.com. So to add a city, just put a question mark. Q is equal to, for example, Paris for us. If I update, I have now the map of Paris with my little logo of Google Maps. If I click on it, normally it makes me well on Google Maps and on Paris. Okay, we're going to continue. I'm going to simply copy what we just did and paste it. Instead of just putting the city, we will put a precise address. So there, I want to put, for example, Avenue des Champs-Élysées, 75008, Paris. There, the problem that will appear is that we have spaces. It's not possible. So we will go to a site that will encode our address. So we are on URL encode decode. And so we will simply type our address here. So Avenue des Champs-Élysées, 75008, Paris. So I will put a code, and here is the result that returns me. So I just copied this address and put it on our code. I replace this. I will put work card, why not? And so we have the card of a work. Now if I click on it, it looks for the address of the Champs-Élysées in Paris. Now we're going to make an application for an itinerary by core. So instead of using this time Google, we're going to use Apple, and therefore for the applications which are on iOS. We will put Apple, and instead of putting Q, it will be the ADDR for destination address, and then we will put drive to work, conduire travail. If I register, I have my conduire travail application for Apple. So you see that it starts the itinerary to go to the Champs-Élysées. If you have an Android, you just have to do the same thing, except that instead of putting Apple, you will put Google. So there we will put that it's for Apple, and there for Android. Or with we will simply put Google here. So if I update, I have my little application for Apple and for Google. Now, if I want to walk, I will create an application. We will put balade, Jardin, and instead of putting our address, we will put the address of the garden. So Garden of the Champs-Élysées, and we will have to add here the FLG flag and W for walk. So if I update, now I have my little garden walk map. By click on it, it brings me back to the Garden of the Champs-Élysées on foot. I can specify where I am, in fact, so it will be the source, ADDR. So I will put him, for example, that I am at the Champs-Élysées. In this way, if I update, it puts me the itinerary of the Champs-Élysées to the garden on foot for 17 minutes. We continue. If I want to use public transport to make the same way, I just have to change my W by on or. If we want it to be on Apple app and not Google, I just put Apple and that's it. So I have my application again here. I'm just going to put Apple in brackets so that they can be dissociated. And I'm not going to put walk, but river, transit for public transport or train or simply transport. If I click on it, it will suggest me to take the Metro 1 to get there in 8 minutes. Now we can modify the icons. So here it will be directions in the same way here too. To move by foot, we will put direction walk. And to move by transport, it will be river directions transit. If I update, I have my icons that are representative. We will make a last one. Let's imagine that if we want to call an Uber, we will change the address here. We will put m.uber.com/ul/?action equals set pickup. And pickup is equals my location. So here we want to specify the location. It will be directly the GPS. So we will put local taxi, and here we will put Uber. If I update, I forgot to put an underscore, and well, I have my taxi icon. If I click on it, it takes me to Uber. So what we can do is define the same height for all our app. So for that we will put a height at 150 pixels. We will see what it gives. It's a little big, maybe 145 or even 120 would be fine. Okay, so they all have the same size.